The question of the value of philosophy, what purpose does it serve? The first answer is that there's no absolute answer to the question, because philosophy itself is multifaceted and serves a multitude of purposes. But ultimately, if one is talking about the highest value of philosophy, the climax of philosophy, the most pragmatic emphasis of philosophy, then ultimately one is driven toward, compelled toward social theory. And the reason for that is because societies will be formulated. The human race has absolutely no choice. There has to be a society, because human beings cannot exist on their own. The famous saying is, "No man is an island." And because of this, there's going to be formations. Now, the longevity of formations depends upon the stability of the society. And that society, the stability of a society, is founded upon ideals, upon some type of theory. And so the most practical use of philosophy, in my understanding, is ultimately that of social theory. And that's also the greatest emphasis of philosophy. And the reason for that is that community, society, is a necessity. It's not something that can be escaped. And because it's a necessity, because everything that adds the meaning and the value to our life is contingent upon this idea of society, ultimately it makes the most sense that if a person is going to think in a very profound way, in a very constructive way, then they're going to ultimately need to think in terms of the infrastructure of the group that they're part of and the sustainability of that group. There's also the idea of the future. And as far as I know, nobody wants a bleak future, but everybody in the human race wants a better future. And because of that, once again, as philosophers, we have no choice but to be compelled towards social theory.